guys, welcome back to my channel. Nikki's here, and today is a beautiful day. It is sunny and I woke up feeling good. Actually, last night I had another attack, GERD attack. Last night it was pretty bad. I was up from 5 a.m. to 6 and finally I got it under control thanks to some oatmeals and some hot water. Not hot water, sorry, warm water. But I'm okay now. Everything is fine. It was my fault because I ate something I was not supposed to, or accidentally I ate something that I didn't know was spicy. So, but everything's fine now. I'm good. And today I am going to make this one video that was requested by someone, and also it is so dear to my heart. The videos today is going to be about migraines and how migraines affected my life and gave me anxiety. Moving on, getting depressions and how I deal with stress, anxiety on a daily basis, and I want to share that with you guys. And since it's a Friday, and also I want to make this video so that you can relate to, and hopefully you can find it helpful and not stress anymore, so that you don't get anxiety as well. So I put on this outfit. I am a koala bear, not a bear, a koala bear. So I hope that looking at me wearing this stupid costume, I think it's kind of cute, already help you with your stress. And again, remember, never stress about anything because it does so much damage to your body. So let's get started. I want to first start talking about migraines. So what is migraines? I want to explain to you what is the cause and what is the triggers, because those are two different things. And I do have my notes down here, don't mind me looking down, because sometimes I get off track and I just start talking too much. So I want to make sure that this is not too long of a video, but also I get all my points out. This is a little bit big for me, so it's keep covering my face. Let's start. So what is migraine? Migraine is a neurological problem or disease, you might say. It is not just a regular headache. Yes, a lot of the time it can be seen as just a headache because people don't really understand that, or if you don't have a bad attack, it's probably will just feel like a regular headache, but most of the time it is not. And it is the symptom is strongly characterized by the symptoms such as pain on half side of the head. Usually mine switch off here and there, like I don't have a set side, but usually it's on one side of your head, behind the eyes, the whole side of your head. And sometimes you will have symptoms like you will have a congested nose on the side that you having the pain on, or you can also get like a swollen eye. Sometimes I get a swollen eye as well when it's really bad. So that is some of the symptom. And of course the horrible pain is usually, for me, is a throbbing pain, like I can literally feel every single throb. Also I get vomiting, and like every single time if I get a bad one I will vomit, and once I vomit I cannot stop. So that's a really bad thing, and that's when I usually can't take medication and will have to go to the hospital. But these days I'm much better. And a lot of the time people would get away with just taking some Tylenol or Advil. I can't take Advil because of my stomach issues, but if you have it more than 12 or 15 days of headaches, migraines day per month, then you should definitely see a specialist. And I go to see a neurologist, and I've been on a lot of medication these days, but I think everything is starting to work, like my Botox and my medication and acupuncture, and just like trying to relax and manage my stress definitely helps a lot, because a lot of the time my trigger, like 90% of the time my trigger is stress, weather, or if I smell something like cigarette smell. That's like the three strongest trigger for me. Alright, so now that I got the symptoms out of the way, I want to explain to you a little bit more about like the physiological of migraines. And this is pretty much the cause. A lot of the time people say that, oh, cigarette smoke smell or like chocolate is the cause of migraine. No, they are not cause. They're not causes, they are triggers, and the causes and triggers are different. So what is a cause? The cause here is what is going on in your brain, in your head, that give you this pain. So that is the physiological way to think about the cause. So let's get into it. Now, this is very complicated a lot of the time. I mean, until this day, scientists and doctors and researchers are still don't fully understand how the brains work and how migraines work and what causes it really, but they have some idea. So one of the really big factor is that this is genetic, and I can really like vouch for this because my mom has migraine all her life and now I have it. I had it since I was a kid as well, but then somehow it went away and stayed dormant for like the last 15 years, and now it came back. So definitely I believe it is a genetic problem, but pretty much I'm gonna read it off this paper because I wrote it down and I don't want to say anything like incorrectly. So physiological understanding of causes of migraine is there is an imbalance in brain chemicals and nerve sensitivity in the brain, or we believe that, or researchers believe that there's a random dilation of the blood vessels in your brain and then narrowing of it. So usually your blood vessels say it stay a certain size, and then randomly somehow it's like enlarged, and that enlargement let so much blood like rush through that, and that pressure change, right, cause the pain. And the light sensitivity, nausea, vomiting, blurred vision are some of the very significant symptoms of migraines, and this is definitely caused by nerve sensitivity. Can't speak. Let me tell you about triggers. Triggers are not cause. Triggers are, for example, are like chocolate, cigarette smokes, the weather, the pressure changes in there, that triggers migraines. So migraines are a condition, pretty much it's like your brain has some defect inside that it's going to happen anyway at some point, and then these triggers, they tend to bring out this frequency of these things that ought to happen anyway. See what I mean? I hope I explained that easily enough so that you can follow. But so I got those down, triggers and causes. So now, how did I get anxiety from migraines? So it's very easy to relate to. So whenever I have an attack, and I used to have them every single day, the pain that you have to deal with, and most of the time I am just dealing with this myself, and actually dealing with it yourself is the best way possible, because you, at the point when you're in so much pain and you can't deal with any noise, any light, it's best to just be by yourself in a dark room, quiet dark room. So a lot of the time from the beginning, my husband didn't understand that, so he was just trying to be around and help, but just the sound of his footsteps or just his voice just really irritated me and makes the pain worse. And trust me, whenever you have a migraine, people out there who have migraines, when you have an attack, you can hear everything. For example, I can hear the clock ticking. The clock ticking was so loud and it was so painful that my dad had to go and hide the clock in a luggage in the storage room, because it was so loud and it was making my pain so much worse. So it's good to deal with it in a dark room, quiet room by yourself, because all you have to do is just take your medication and go lay down and just kind of wait it out. There's not much you can do. So imagine I have to go through all those pain, and of course it is a stress on your body. When I felt like I was being tortured by this non-stop pain, constant pain, and of course that makes me feel anxious or stressed out. So during that attack, your body is already stressed, and the pain makes you mentally stressed and physically just tired and stressed, and that causes anxiety. So every single time, even if I don't have migraines, I would just be so anxious about oh, when might it happen, or if I just feel my eyes twitching, I'll be so anxious already about shit, am I gonna have an attack soon? So just the fact that you have this problem that cause you so much pain and you don't know when it's going to happen, it doesn't give you any warning, gives you anxiety. And anxiety from every day, like from having anxiety every day, will lead you to depression. And also depression, why depression? Because I was not able to control my life. I was not able to go out anymore. I was not able to make plans. I was not able to even sleep well. I had insomnia because I just couldn't even go to sleep without thinking, am I gonna get a migraine in the middle of the night? Am I gonna wake up with one? What am I gonna do if I wake up with a migraine? I have class tomorrow, I have an exam tomorrow, I have work. Those things just, can you just feel stress already? Like listening to me, like talking about this, so you can understand that how stressed and anxious I was every single day, and that led me to my depressions, which it was hard to in the beginning because I couldn't really tell anyone this, and I didn't really want to bother like my husband or my family just mentioning all this thing because there's nothing they can do anyway. So I just kept all of that inside along with like dealing with the actual pain, and like there was no way I could like ever control any of the migraines that I had. Like I could just wake up one day with one, and I can't control the weather. So all of that, just the feeling of not able to control my life, and not able to do the things I used to be able to do, all of that gave me depressions. And guess what? It's actually good that I finally told my doctor that I feel like I couldn't sleep anymore. I'm in pain and I feel really depressed. Like, what can you do for me? And I didn't even know, but actually it was one of the options. So my doctor, every day I take a preventative medication. It is an anti-seizure medication, but then it helps with my migraines. And there's another class of medication. They are depression medication. So it helps with depression. You only take it once a day, and every day. You have to take it every day, but you take it once a day at night before you go to sleep, because antidepressants, they tend to make you sleepy, and that helps with, I guess, the feeling of, like sad and stuff. So you can't take it during the day. Like the anti-seizure that I'm taking it 3 times a day, and first it made me a little like drowsy, but now I got used to it, so I don't even feel that anymore. But so my doctor put me on antidepressant for I started taking I think like a week or 10 days or something. And then a side effect that I have that other people don't have with the antidepressant that the doctor gave me, and the name of that antidepressant is called Pamelor, 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 and I think that's a really good one. But I think it was really like affecting my GERD problem for some reason. It made my GERD worse, so I just couldn't take it anymore. But I think during that 1 week of like taking it, I think it really helped because I could sleep at night, and because I could sleep and not stressing out at night, I think it helped with the actual stress, and then I didn't have as many migraines during that week at all. So if you if you have migraines and if you feel like you can't sleep, you feeling stressed and depressed, ask your neurologist to give you that medication to try. It could really help, and it will also help with anxiety too, because anxiety and depressions are kind of like go hand in hand. But yeah, so I'm not taking that medication anymore. So I literally, like, these days I just have to deal with my anxiety. I'm not depressed anymore because I think it's kind of like, stupid to do. I mean, life is still beautiful and you can control this. Not really, but in a certain way. So I've learned to deal with my stress, and when I'm not stressed anymore, that means that I don't have anxiety. So I'm gonna share with you how I deal with my stress and anxiety. Let's get started. Okay, so here are some things that you could try. First, let me tell you something. It is very important for you to want to reduce your stress mentally. So in a way, how do I say this? Pretty much I want to say that if you can feel that you're stressed, like, you can also try to reduce the stress by yourself, like from your body, like just mentally. Don't try to not stress again. I'm sure you can do this. So like, for example, if you're stressing about work, right? It's something that you so annoy with your coworker or whatever, you're stressing out, you have to do so much. But you know, like, take a moment. What I usually do first is I take a moment, I close my eyes, I take a deep breath, breathe out, and then just continue to close my eyes for, you know, several seconds, and just think that this is killing me right now. Like, whatever I'm stressing about is hurting me. I'm gonna get a bad attack of GERD tonight, and right now it's gonna give me a migraine, so let's stop stressing. Even if I'm stressing about this, it's not gonna change anything. So let's take one thing at a time. Stop stressing. And you need to practice this. It's not gonna work like the first couple of times, but you can train your mind to do that. And then take another deep breath and breathe out, and you will feel like 50% better, I promise you. Besides that, these are the things that really, like, I use them every single day. If you don't have migraines but you do experience stress and anxiety, get some candles. Like, I'm sure there's some smell that makes you happy, like, I don't know, oranges or coconut, whatever. So get some candles and just light them when you feel stressed, and you know, just take in that the fragrance of whatever that candle is, and then look at the fire that is, you know, like swaying. Like, don't you feel like relaxed already? But for me, candles can also like trigger my migraines. Like, certain candles have really strong smell, so I can't do candles. But what I use is, I have this little I don't know what these are called, but anyway, pretty much you buy these tiny candles and you put them in here, and then on top there's a space, like a deep, you know, like space, and I have a collection of essential oil. So essential oils are from like natural source, like, you know, real orange peel and lavender, and you know, all of these amazing like natural smell that you can get from nature, and it's much healthier as well, I think. So I would fill this with water and then put a couple of drops of my favorite essential oils, and my favorites are, I have a whole collection back here, I don't know if you guys can see, but my favorites are peppermint, lavender. So I have sweet orange is one of my favorite, of course peppermint, and lavender. So I have different brands, but you know, they're pretty much the same thing. So yeah, this is like everything to me every time, especially if I'm home. You can't really bring this to work, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think they mind. You can actually, I guess you can't like lit like fire at work, but if you buy like a little mini diffuser, you can also do that at work. Like, bring your own essential oil and diffuse them, and also get that, you know, mist to help your dry skin. So this is number one. This is like my everything. And the second thing, if I'm home and doesn't matter at night or daytime, I would, on top of like already diffusing my essential oil, letting, you know, the air fill with this goodness, I also have this light. It's a night light, and it is really cool. So when you plug it in, it will make these like patterns on the wall, and it will, there's like different setting, but pretty much what it does is that it projects on the wall and the ceiling. It can like turn as well. It can give you like a feeling like you're underwater, or you like the camera just cut off, I don't know why, so I don't remember where I stopped, but I think I stopped at night light. So this night light, I will try to plug it in for you, but if you turn off all the lights and then you have your candles and essential oil diffuser on top of that, I have this night light that it has like many different settings, but it can make you feel like you're underwater. It's like very relaxing. It let me try to show you. On top of these two things, definitely put on some relaxing music. Have you ever been to a spa or getting a massage? So that is the kind of music you should put on. So literally, I go on YouTube and I search spa music, and then they're literally ones that are just like 6 hours long. So put that on. You have your candle, your essential oil diffuser, and then you have this light. It's dark and you just feel so relaxed. And or if you don't want to listen to music, you can also put on some favorite show that you love to watch. So like, but don't like have it on too loud, just kind of like, you know, on the background. But if you're not dealing with a migraine, then don't worry, you can just watch your shows but with these things on. Like, how cool is that, right? So yeah, I plugged it in. It has a remote control as well, so let me turn this on. You can adjust like how bright it is. Let's see, it's too bright in here. You can't see it. Huh. See the light that is projecting on my my suit? But imagine that like all over the ceiling and the wall. And you can change the color. There's different colors that is like very relaxing, like purple or red. So yeah. So those are the 3 favorite things that I use every single day to help me with my stress and anxiety when I get home from school or work. And I hope you can try it if you want. It sounds like a really simple solution, but just incorporate it in your life every day can really make a big difference. You can try it out, let me know how you like it, but really it in your head, you have to determine to let go of things, stop stressing, breathe first, and then incorporate these into your regimen of dealing with stress and anxiety. Also, another thing is that I started to do yoga, and nothing like crazy, but I just started to do like simple poses like stretching. You know, those poses are very relaxing, like the child pose when you just literally like kind of facing down, arms out, and close your eyes, and literally I fall asleep all the time. So try yoga as well. And say if you're out at work or somewhere that is not home and something makes you mad, makes you stressed, like take a minute, go to the bathroom, and you know, you can also bring these with you in your purse and just take a swift of this, and literally like it helps me all the time. Like something makes me angry or I feel like a headache's coming, I take peppermint, I take a sniff, and then I close my eyes and just let go, literally let things go from your head, and you would feel much better. There's a roller as well, like where you can roll on your wrist or your temple, things like that, and that helps a lot as well with migraine and stress and anxiety. And then also, if there's a song that makes you happy, I don't know if it's Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber, whatever it is that makes you happy, take a small break, listen to your song, dance to it, and yeah, I think that going to help a lot. I do that a lot, especially if I get angry at something or at someone. I usually put on my headphone and just, you know, go for a walk and listen to my favorite songs and sing along with it. That also just kind of like get my mind off of things a lot. So that's it, guys. I think this is the end of the video. I wanted to share this with you. I don't know if you have already done them, or you know, have even better regimens and plans or things that you're already doing that is really helping you with stress and anxiety at home or at work. Let me know, share with me so I can also try them out. But I really hope that you like this video and find it relatable and helpful in a way. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you again so much for being so supportive lately, and good job with the questions from the announcement video. So I am collecting all the questions. A lot of them are similar, so of course I'm just gonna ask it once, but some of the questions you guys posted and I'm just like, wow, very good question, how did I not think of it, right? So thank you for posting those. I'm very excited. I can't wait until the interview day and then share the video with you guys. But in the meantime, stay healthy, stay away from the triggers food, not like what I did yesterday, and I was in pain for like 2 hours and was not able to sleep. Just, you know, you have to be mentally strong. Like, I know it's hard, it sucks, but it's our life now, so learn to live with it happily. All right guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.